Hey everybody, it's Mark Ruggiero here, Clark Commando 1983. This is part 2 of my video. I'm going to point out a couple of minor errors that I made in part 1. Sadly, I don't have time to go through and I didn't have time to go through and finish the whole turn because I basically need to put the game up shortly. So, that being said, I do want to demo an assault for you, and like I said, I'll show you some tables, and any mistakes are mine, but let me show you a couple of the errors, or 1 or 2 errors that I made in my last video. Honestly, not, I should have known better. So when I moved up adjacent, and I said it was opportunity fire, it's actually defensive fire. And the one mistake that I made, and I went ahead and did it, and basically rolled really bad, so it did, or I didn't roll too bad. But basically, opportunity fire, you get to pick 1 hex and shoot, right? And I went through the modifiers. Defensive fire, you actually take each stack, like so when I move this stack up, both of these stacks could shoot. They have to shoot separately, they can't combine, but they actually get a shot. And so I went ahead and resolved that. I was able to put 2 suppressions on another submachine gun unit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk through an assault. I have not so sure this is such a great idea, but it takes place in the close assault phase. You mark your stacks that are going to assault and which hex that they're going to attack. And obviously, I don't really think I would have had any in this case because I'm working on clearing obstacles and different things. So I've already done some core steps, but you mark them. So then to resolve it, what I do is take the markers off because I know which stacks get to do it. So first you figure out the raw odds. And the raw odds are the Germans are attacking with 121 factors, and where they got those factors from is you get on the Deathride Kursk firepower table, both sides you get to calculate at whatever is the best for your weapons. So it's, both of these, what's in this stack, which is unsuppressed, miraculously, and the only guy attacking out of this stack is the 1 submachine gun unit that was unsuppressed. So so 121 factors came from basically the attacking units. There's 2 heavy weapons platoons back here that can support with machine guns and whatnot. So that's factored in. And then there was some artillery that I threw in. The Soviets are defending with 139 defense. Now what that is because they have a defense in the hex of 30. And you can't attack separate, you gotta attack everybody. And the anti-tank gun is normally worth 16, but he has 3 suppression, so he's worth 19. Okay, so that's 49, right? Yep. And then I threw in as much artillery as I could, which included 6 companies of their 4+ mortars, which had another 48, and then I was able to add in the max 3 reserve mark artillery, which are out of the picture, for a total of 139. So the Germans are attacking at 3/4 to 1 on the optional assault tables. So then we're going to walk through the modifiers, and did I show you? Let me show you, because I don't know if I showed you guys this. I did walk through it, and so the die roll modifier table, there's for fire combat, assault combat, and you have a little tracker, so it's kind of cool. I used to not use it, but actually I find it comes in pretty handy. So I do use it now. And we're going to walk through the modifiers. So enfilade assault. So I have 2 hexes, so that gives me a +1. If it was from 3 hexes, it would be +2. 4 hexes would be +3, etc. Target is suppressed. They have a unit in there with 3 suppressions. So that's +1 per level. So that's +3. They're not in a stream. Assaulter is elite. That's another +2. Gets me to +5. Let's see here. And targets below Assaulter, no. Targets in wire, no. Woods, no. Below target, no. Assaulter does not have any suppressions, because I'm not including the suppressed guys. I thought about it, but the modifiers just don't work out. Target's not elite, they're not in the town, they're not dug in, they're not fortified, and I'm not assaulting at night. So I do get a combined arms modifier for infantry type company because I have at least 2 platoons from the same company. So that's +1. That gets me to +6. I threw in artillery. There's no engineers. The artillery's +1. If there were anti-aircraft involved, be a +1. If recon were involved, another +1. Plus a number on close air support. We didn't use any close air support. Patrol track modifier. That gets me to +8. Hopefully I'm doing all these modifiers correctly. I believe I am. For the defender, infantry type company, at least 2 platoons or a company. So they get a -1 for that because there's the Soviets, all their infantry are at least 1 company. You're going to get a -1 for that. If armor present, nope. And they threw in artillery, that's a -1. And they didn't have any close air support. So we end up with a modifier of +6. Now what's neat is we're going to roll 2 dice both players get a +9. Now here's the optional assault tables, which are kind of cool. Attacker is going to be rolling on the defender's result table, and if you notice, the higher the number, the better the result against the defender. The defender is going to roll on the attacker result, and if they want to roll actually low, so the pluses, because the higher you go, the worse the results get, right? Or the attacker gets, the defender gets less results, so they want negatives, right? So this is a +6. There's no height difference. They're actually on the same level. So with +6, we're going to roll, 1 die for the attacker. Gets a 5. And the defender rolls like the worst roll they could get, a 10. So, that being said, but it is on 3/4, greater than or equal to 3/4. So, attacker will suffer a suppression result. Okay, so suppression, target unit, stack, or 1 attacking stack is suppressed an additional 2 levels. Okay, so target unit, or the stack, if it's a stack, or 1 attacking stack is suppressed an additional 2 levels. So, oh my lord. So I believe, that's a good point. Well, I would put the 2 suppressions on the main attacking body. And I apologize, I'm actually going to have to look that up, but I do believe the ruler gets to pick for that. If not, then I apologize. Now for the attacker, result on the defender, at 3/4 to 1, I rolled a 5, +6 is 11. And that is an S result. Too bad. All right, so of course that's easy. That's going to put 2 suppressions on the Russians here. I'm not going to take the hex. So it's bloody and it's a bounce. One thing is, this unit already had 3 suppressions on it, so 2 more is going to eliminate it. I believe that's 50 casualties, so a company of Russians. And this unit here would get marked with, we'll just pretend this is a 2, because like I said, I'm putting the game up, sadly. Let's look that up really quick. You've taken the time, if you have watched the videos, to watch it. I'm going to just look it up really quick, because it is the first time. Let's look up the suppressions too, so I can get you that question answered. Let's see here. Fire support, combat, results, suppressions. Okay, for each level of suppression. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up under assault. So the other question that I wanted to answer for you was, let's look up assault. I apologize, really, you guys. Apology. Assault combat results. Ground units can be eliminated in 2 ways. Where's the number of units that must mean this happens? Blah, blah. Passengers must unload in order to assault. You have, that's good. Defender always chooses which their units are lost first. I guess I'm gonna have to research this. I really apologize. Okay, so we use the optional table, both got the roll. I mean, the end result is nobody took the hex, and I just wanted to, kind of at least show you how that works a little bit. Obviously, die roll modifiers are important. I could have taken the hex at 3/4 to 1. If I would have got an R result. It would have suppressed them and they would have retreated 3 hexes. And only if I would have rolled 1 higher. Now there are pluses on here which are kind of cool. They're called fanatic results, which ups the attacker's casualties and whatnot. I don't want to bore you because it'd be too much like a real game. Passengers, defender, half tracks. Defender chooses which of their units were lost first. German Red Army rocket artillery may not participate in support of assaults. Okay, well, unless you want to stay for the answer, I think that's it. So, anyways, I apologize. I appreciate if any of you stuck around and watch. I'm going to be, spend the next, it actually won't take me that long, I guess, to put the game up. One thing I will tell you really important is make sure you have a system where you're labeling baggies, you know, how you want to store your unit so it's easier to set up next time. Appreciate you joining me. Sorry this had so much dead time on it. And until next time, have a good one. Thank you. Bye.